sake of nostalgia. Hey. All right. I want everybody to make some noise. If you're single and ready to mingle, make some noise. Yeah. And make some noise now. If you pretend to be happy, but instead go home and eat Girl Scout cookies while masturbating. Woo! So romance is dead. And I can say that with the utter conviction of someone who's recently received a firm handshake immediately following sex. It was just like, oh, thank you, jolly good head, old chap, jolly good head. Romance is dead, and you can tell just by the way that we talk to one another. It's just stone dead. I was at the club the other day, and I was dancing with this guy, and I was feeling very sexy, and I thought everything was going good, and he looks at me and he goes, and I thought, what if lovers had always communicated like that? What if Shakespeare was like, for saints have hands, which pilgrims' hands do touch, and palm to palm is holy Palmer's kiss. And then in Othello, they just flip it around, and then after a while, it's just like, I'm not the kind of girl that men give gifts to. I'm not that kind of person, though a drunk guy at Zeitgeist offered to the other day. I was at Zeitgeist, and this drunk guy comes up to me, he goes, girl, you are so beautiful. I will buy you flowers. I will buy you chocolates. I will buy you shoes. And I said, no thank you, because I didn't want any of those things. I'm not a cast member on Sex and the City. But it made me realize every girl has a price. If he had said to me, girl, you are so beautiful, girl, I will buy you a framed 1983 Revenge of the Jedi poster, I would have been like, where's your apartment, Daddy? And I would have said it on the way down, okay? That's all it takes. I did get flowers on Valentine's Day, though. My father sent me flowers on Valentine's Day, and my first reaction was, I just like you as a friend. But I do love my dad, though. I love my dad. My dad is an alcoholic. Don't worry, he's the fun kind. He's never beaten me or anything, but he does drunk text me occasionally. He sent me one this week. It said, Molly, your papa is a homo. He loves the movie Bridesmaids. And so I texted him back. I was like, oh, great, I'm glad you like that, Dad. Get some rest. And he goes, well, they always say the first person to respond to your drunk text is your best friend. And I had two thoughts at that moment. One, I finally know where my copy of Bridesmaids got to. And two, I finally have a best friend. I have had sex recently. Yeah. Yeah, thank you. It was good because before that I had a 5-month celibacy streak. Now, I'm so glad that's over with, because telling people how many months you've been celibate is so different than telling people how many months you've been sober. Because if you tell someone that you're 5 months sober, they're like, oh, good for you. And if you tell someone you're 5 months celibate, they're like, are you okay? I'll get you some water. You want some Girl Scout cookies? Call back! But I did have sex the other day. It was a... I'm pretty sure it was a one-time thing. The handshake. Double callback! Sorry about your beer, man. But you know what? You know how it already feels like too long since I've had sex. I mean, the time between when you most recently had sex and now, doesn't it feel like Narnia time? Doesn't it? No. Don't you feel like, oh my God, so many years have elapsed. I've done so many things actually been like 20 minutes and nobody believes you were gone in the first place. Oh, man. But it's awkward because I am still single, and it makes it weird for me because a lot of my friends are getting married, a lot of them are having kids, a lot of them are getting promise rings. Yeah, that was funny. They're getting promise rings, and the weird thing about promise rings, the bigger the ring, the bigger the promise. If you give a woman a regular-sized ring, it's saying, you know, I promise to marry you one day. If you give a woman a big-ass ring, it's like saying, listen, if I get Alzheimer's, you have to mercy kill me. Oh, hello. Giving a woman a promise ring is like licking a cookie and then putting it back. It's a gesture that says, I'm gonna want this later, now's not the time, and hopefully nobody else will want it because it's covered in my fluids. Because when you think about it, body fluids are the ultimate dibs. They're not a permanent dibs though, otherwise my mouth would say Uncle Kenny 1998. Yeah. So I'd like to end my set with a confession for you guys. My name is Sanchez, and I love cunt. Not like actually, because I think actually it looks kind of like the pit of Sarlacc. But that's kind of cool, because it makes lesbians Boba Fett, because they just go right in there. But I like the word cunt. It's a good word, especially when you think of the alternatives. Like, you have pussy. Pussy is awful. Like, who thought of that? Was somebody, like, petting their cat and they go, how you know what this feels like? Worse it'd be if they were, like, fingering their girlfriend and they're like, huh, no way, you feel just like my cat. And women, I feel like women, we should take ownership of that word, you know? Cunt should be our nigga. You know, women rappers should dedicate all their songs to all the cunts on the West Side. When other people say the word cunt, we should be like, hey, that's our word. So, you know what? I want us to erase the stigma tonight. Tonight, everybody here at StageWerx, I want us to get together and participate in a social experiment. Everybody, on the count of 3, I want you to say loud and proud. This guy knows. I want you to say on the count of 3, guys. Wait for it. On the count of 3. I want you to say cunt. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Cunt!